Harry Fear, who I believe has done heroic work for Gaza.
He came.
All in a day's work as an international journalist in Gaza.
It is his contributions, I think, that paved the way for other foreign journalists to be brave and speak out more on this issue.
Native UK, for example, they're just not going to tolerate such a barbaric foreign policy.
Probably the most leading journalist on Gaza in the world should never be forgotten. People like Harry Fear should never be forgotten. Their works are amazing. Since the genocide in Gaza, apart from the bravery of the Gazan martyrs, we have seen the bravery of foreign doctors and foreign journalists as well. And I used to think about this, that where do these foreigners, these international journalists and doctors are getting their bravery from? And it turns out that this issue of Gaza and Palestine is decades old issue, and there have been people who have worked for this for decades, and one of them is none other than the respected Mr. Harry Fear, who I believe has done heroic work for Gaza. And it is his contributions, I think, that paved the way for other foreign journalists to be brave and speak out more on this issue. That's why in the present times we are seeing people like Owen Jones, and we are seeing many journalists from the foreign world who are speaking up for this, right? So let me show you one of the instances of the bravery of Mr. Harry Fear.
At about 3:30 p.m. we near the international border, getting the first glimpses of Israel from the area in 10 years. After a couple of moments of sightseeing, an Israeli military vehicle rushes towards us on their side of the fence.
Okay.
We decided to stand our ground on the Palestinian territory, fulfilling our right to freedom of movement inside Gaza, protected by international law. This is the closest I'd come to IDF soldiers since my last trip to the occupied West Bank of Palestine.
Stand separately.
We counted at least 3 soldiers inside the Israeli jeep.
British citizen.
I was told to announce my British citizenship in the hope that it'd provide some protection for us.
British citizen.
Yelling through the jeep's loudspeaker system, an Israeli soldier threatens to shoot us if we don't move further inside Gazan territory away from the international border. We then see an Israeli soldier step out of his vehicle.
He came.
All in a day's work as an international journalist in Gaza.
So this is in September 2012, after Operation Cast Lead, right, which carried out in 2008. So even after that, I mean, these people had the bravery to go to Gaza and cover it, and even in the killing fields where there was shooting taking place, these people tried to be honest reporters, and I think these people should never be forgotten. People like Harry Fear should never be forgotten. Their works are amazing, and their works inspire us to continue to speak out against injustice in this world. This is another one of his old interviews where he was not only speaking against Israel but also against America openly on this Gaza issue. This person has worked extensively for Gaza.
I think what's really going to change this is the fact, as I say, that the world is waking up to this, that sooner or later these Western states are no longer going to be able to get away with such a foreign policy supporting Israel, because the domestic populations in the UK, my native UK for example, they're just not going to tolerate such a barbaric foreign policy supporting the oppression of the Palestinians and the theft of their land anymore.
Yeah, so heroic work from Mr. Harry Fear. I would say he is probably the most leading journalist on Gaza in the world. Salute to you, sir. Salute to Mr. Harifier. You are the heroes of the time. You are the heroes among the journalists. And with that, Assalamu alaikum.